Uptown Charlotte is about to look completely different. The Spectrum Center just reopened after a $250 million renovation. The Hornets are building a performance center just across the street, and the city is sketching out plans for an entertainment district that'll shut down Brevard Street on game nights. If you believe where all of this is headed, where would you want to be standing? I'm Jay White with Realize Charlotte, and I'm standing on one of the most talked about condos in all of Uptown Charlotte. But this condo, it's not the story. Well, not yet anyway. What the story is what's happening on the 4 blocks below that you can see from this terrace. So before we go in, let me take you to the street and show you what I'm talking about. Spectrum Center reopened in October 2025 after a $245 million renovation. 1,400 new lower bowl seats, new districts, new bars, a brand new Trade Street Plaza. In the first month back open, they drew over 300,000 people through the doors, 12 sold out events. Right next door, the Hornets are building the Novant Health Performance Center, their first standalone practice facility, set to open in time for the 2026 and 2027 season. It's not just a gym for the team, it's an anchor for what city leaders and Hornet ownership are openly calling the entertainment district along Brevard Street. Restaurants, retail, outdoor programming, game nights that don't end when the buzzer hits 0.
Here's why this matters if you care about real estate. We've watched this exact playbook run in other cities. Milwaukee turned the blocks around Pfizer Forum into the Deer District. Old World 3rd Street got rebranded, retail filled in, and that corridor became one of the most active stretches in the entire city. Kansas City did the same thing with its Power and Lights district, and St. Paul's in the middle of doing it right now around what's being renamed the Grand Casino area. The pattern is always the same. Energy brings people, people create demand, demand pushes values, every single time. Charlotte is at the very front of that curve right now, which brings us back inside.
This is Unit 2203 in the Skye Condominiums, 222 South Caldwell, 22nd floor. And if those numbers sound familiar, well, they should, and here's why.
Until 2023, this was Christian McCaffrey's home. 3 sets of 22s, the address, the floor, and the jersey that he wore for the Panthers. He picked this place on purpose. Now let me show you why he picked it.
25-foot ceilings, floor-to-ceiling glass on 2 sides. This is what a view of Uptown is supposed to look like. Not I can see a building, but that I'm inside the skyline. Chef's kitchen, oversized island, dining for 10. This is the perfect place to host an event uptown, and you're like 4 minutes from the arena. 3 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, closets with custom organization, and the primary suite with a view of the skyline for the city that you're investing in. And this is the moment. 200 square feet of private terrace and green space overlooking everything that we just talked about. The Spectrum Center is there, the Performance Center is there, and light rail is there.
The Skye isn't just an address. 24-hour concierge, valet, rooftop pool, fitness center with towel service, theater, game room, club room, and to everybody except for the owner of this property, the very top floor in the building is Fahrenheit, where Chef Rocco Whalen's rooftop restaurant lives. Residents get room service from it. So you walk to a Hornets game, you walk to a Panthers game, you walk to a Knights game at Truist, you hop the light rail at the corner, and then you come home to a building that's run like a 5-star hotel. Here's who I think this home is for. It's for somebody who's tired of timing the market and ready to plant a flag in front of the next chapter for Uptown Charlotte. It's for the executive who's coming in from a suburb that they don't actually love. It's for the buyer who already owns somewhere else and wants the trophy lock and leave. It's for the family from out of town relocating for one of our dozen Fortune 500 and Fortune 1000 companies who are headquartered or operating here in Charlotte, who want their kids to grow up walking to museums and games and concerts and dinner. It's not for everyone, but for the right person, this is the address.
If you want to see this place in person, shoot me a DM or reach out using the contact information below, and I'll walk you through everything going on around Uptown to make sure that this is the right move for you. And this listing is presented by Jessica Stevens and Abigail Hines Miller of the agency. I'm Jay White with Realize Charlotte. Thanks so much for spending a little bit of time up here with me.